Okay, let's look further into the actions that you can do in Arathia so that you may understand the battle system of Arathia further. To inspect the spells, abilities and potions that we can use in battle, we're going to click through to the Learn tab. If you want to find out more about this tab, you can find a separate video exactly on that. So we're going to click Learn, we're going to click Spell, and in front of us is a window with every spell that we can learn in the game. There are different pages that you can shuffle through, all the spells are there, and here is where you learn those spells. So let's take a look at the different type of spells that you can expect in Arathia. Some may be familiar to you, some less familiar. By my cursor here is a set of fire spells, and these are what you're going to know as direct damage spells. You cast a spell once, it does damage to the opponent, and that's it. If we go through here, you can see poison. Poison is an effect that you cast on the opponent, and while the opponent has that effect, they are losing health each turn. In the opposite way, we have heal and we have recover. Now heal is like the fire spell, but instead of doing damage, it heals damage, it recovers damage, it gives health to the player. And recover, it's a form of heal, but it's a heal over time. And while a player is under the effect of recover, each turn they are gaining health, and that's the opposite to poison. When a character is under the effect of poison, each turn it is losing health. Now, while fire and poison are related to damaging the health of the opponent, and heal and recover are related to recovering the health of an ally, there are also other spells in the game that don't do damage but have an effect nonetheless. For instance, here you will see a set of spells called Dampen. When a character is under the effect of a dampen spell, it is unable to cast any fire spells. So one of the dynamics of battle in Arathia is that characters are prevented from casting spells that they want to cast or need to cast because they are under the effect of other spells. Similarly, any effect spell has a cure variant. So if a character is under the effect of poison, that can be cured. And similarly, if a character is under the effect of dampen, preventing them casting any fire spells, that can also be cured. And the cure spell for dampen is the spell here you see, dry. Let's take another example so that you can understand the spell dynamic of the battle system. Your character may want to heal an ally, but if the character that wants to heal the ally is under the effect of anger, it is prevented from casting any heal spells. In order to alleviate that effect, Calm must be cast on the character. Casting Calm on the character dispels the anger effect and enables that character to cast Heal. All throughout Arathia's battle system, you will see this three-tier approach of spell, prevention spell, and cure spell. Another few notable mentions before we leave the spell window. We have the root spell. Now in battle, creatures can move around the battlefield. For instance, warriors want to get close to wizards because warriors use abilities, and abilities don't have any range to them. Only spells have range. So warriors want to get close to wizards to use powerful abilities to drain their health very quickly, and it's in the interest of wizards to stay out of warriors' way and move away where they can. The root spell is used to prevent a character from moving, and the cure variant to the root spell is another spell called mobility. To the left of the root spell, you see another spell called reflection. Reflection is a spell that a character casts upon themselves or on an ally, and when that character is attacked with a spell, the reflection will reflect that spell back to the caster. So let's say our character, our wizard, casts Reflect on himself, and then the opposing team's wizard does a fire spell for our wizard. That fire spell will reach our wizard, it will trigger the Reflect, and it will be reflected back at the opponent wizard and inflict damage on the caster of that spell. Okay, let's click through to abilities and see what types of actions you can expect from the warrior class. The first ability that we're presented with is an ability called Bleed. Bleed is very similar to Poison, in which after a warrior has hit with Bleed, the opponent will be affected by Bleed and their health will drain each turn. There are other similar abilities to this, most notably Mana Drain and Exhaust. They behave exactly the same way Bleed does, but with one important difference. Whereas Bleed creates a damage over time that reduces the opponent's health, Mana Drain reduces the opponent's mana over time, and Exhaust reduces the opponent's stamina. So warriors are very good at draining specific statistics of an opponent. The ability you see here called Crush is an ability done by a warrior against a magic class. When a warrior successfully crushes a magic class, that magic class is prevented from casting spells for a certain duration of time. Flurry gives the warrior the opportunity to do multiple attacks. Lesser and Minor Flurry enable the warrior to do double attack. Flurry and Major Flurry enable the warrior to do triple attack, and Greater Flurry enable the warrior to do quadruple attack. Fury is a buff for a warrior, increasing their damage. Heavy Blow is a single high damage hit done by the warrior. Lesser Protect, Minor Protect, and the other Protect variants are an action that a warrior does to protect another teammate. So effectively, the way Protect works is that a warrior attributes Protect to an ally, and then any damage that that ally is hit with, a proportion of the damage is taken to the warrior. If we now click through to page 2, we can see the final two abilities, Slash and Provoke. Slash is a direct damage warrior ability. It's not as powerful as Heavy Blow, but does not cost as much stamina as Heavy Blow to perform, so it can be performed more regularly. Provoke is a taunt, and it's about getting the opponent creatures to attack the warrior instead of attacking, for example, the wizard. It's about controlling the damage on the board. Next, let's take a look at the different potions that are on offer. In order to do that, we'll go through to Craft and click on Potions. There are 6 types of potion in Arathia: a potion to replenish health, a potion to replenish mana, a potion to replenish stamina, a potion to increase damage, that's both physical and magical, a potion to increase physical defense, and a potion to increase magic defense. There is a countdown timer on using potions, so they can't be too heavily overused in battle. This concludes our discussion on the actions that can be done in battle. Thank you very much for watching.